Well, this Chauncey ass little thing, table, cast iron, cast whatever, not cast iron, cast piece of crap table on this not actually cheap Porter cable from a cost perspective broke off. Just whatever. Not much force, not much pressure. Probably me being a dumbass, doesn't matter. Point is, I need a new table. So looking at this platen here is all the way down to here. Yet they bring the table to here originally. And I like this extra space that I could have. So I'm going to see if I can't nip this bit off to make that flush enough. And then fabricate a bracket that's going to come down and hold. Here we go. Just some random ass piece of plate steel of some sort of nature as such. Let's see how badly we can mess this up. Step 1, complete. Now, need some sort of bracket. It's going to come down, come out, and hold that plate. Let's see what I can concoct. Well, I started fighting it and didn't want to film the struggles, even though they are real. This thing's on. All I did was take a piece of angle iron. I had to cut it 3 freaking times because I kept cutting the wrong friggin' side off of it. So that would go on there like so, except like a dumbass. Anyway, did that twice. That was always fun. Finally got it right. Welder on there. All I did was drill a hole, screw it down in the deal there. It was a little wobbly, so I poked another hole there and just bolted the damn thing together. That way it's a little bit more stiff and sturdy. Not bad. All I did was just grab the oxy torch and nip that off, clean it up with the grinder. Clean that up with the grinder, cut that with an oxy torch too. Cut that with the metal saw, the Evolution metal saw, and presto, platen-ish thing. Here's the fun part. It's always wonderful when you get through with the project and you did not make things worse than they were when you started. Not so here. Remember when I was cutting that deal off over here, and well, the little piece that I came off, I thought that it fell betwixt here. Instead, it fell in the friggin' fan. And so, when I powered her up to see if the platen was in the right spot, whackety whack. All the fins of the fan are gone. That was fun. So now, I'm not even gonna frickin' worry about it for now. The thing actually runs quieter. Stick the sucky bit right here, hook it up, run it, to heck with it. Quit it. So, that was stupid. Don't do that. If you decide to do something stupid, like break your sander and try to fix it, don't do that. Anyway, you didn't want to see all the boring bits anyway. Literally, cut a piece of metal, cut another piece of metal, weld them together, jab a couple holes in, done. So just a quick review of this unit from my perspective. I've had it for, I don't know, year and a half. Used it quite a bit for various wood projects and metal projects right now, making a chef's knife with it. And it's really easy to change the belts out, move those around. I have some pieces and parts that I've taken off of it. This goes down below there. I don't keep that on there. Plate works great. I need to buy some more replacement paper for this. It just peels on, peels off. Kind of a pain actually to get on and off, which why you don't change it very often. Obviously this little cast aluminum or whatever the heck broke off on here. I was actually lifting it by it, like I said, being dumb, and it just tore right off. It was very flimsy. I didn't really like the contraption much myself anyway, even though it did have the ability to tilt. And obviously this thing tilts down flat, no longer, because of the way that I've got this tool rest put on there, not platen. I don't know why I kept calling it that. That's the platen. This is a tool rest. Anyway, overall, decent unit. Slightly maybe overpriced for what it does. Some of the other units that are a little cheaper might do just as good. The motor is decently powerful. I can stop it if I want. If I just push hard enough with this 36 grit, I can bring it to a stop. But for the most part, again, totally solid unit. And would I buy it again? I would look to see what else is out there actually, and see if something other than this Porter cable model. Number one, definitely the tool rests are chauncey. Just in general, the mechanism to tilt it back and forth is a little bit wonky. The fan is noisy if you don't have a suction, if you don't have a vacuum on it. And like I already said, I broke the damn fins on that, so I got to figure out how to fix that. It is very plasticky. This is solid. It's a heavy unit for sure, but there's a lot of plasticky. This part's metal, plasticky. The adjustments work just fine. Overall, like I said, I mean, it's a decent unit, but it is like in that 200 plus 240 neighborhood, depending. And there's probably a better value out there in the market to do just as good of a job. You can definitely spend more. Jet has ones for like 300 plus. Don't know horsepower wise how those will work. The extraction, mediocre, totally mediocre. You can see right here, actually, this was not that much work, and I did have this running the entire time. There's all kinds of fresh grounds there, and that's just from that little bit of work right there on that. Decently okay, I guess. I mean, it's definitely a messy thing. Stuff's flying all over the place. I do have this shroud off too, by the way. So the shroud, what normally would go right there, is off for obvious reasons. I could cut this down and make it fit if I wanted, but I'm actually just going to leave it open like that. The only other thing I really don't like about it, and I'm trying to figure out a way to modify this so that I can have this happen, is I have no way to get to the edge of something. So on this interior piece right here, like for example right there, if I wanted to sand up to this edge right here, I can't do that. There's no way for me to do that on this unit whatsoever. Even over here, there's not enough space, so I can't do any edging. I have to do that over there somewhere. I'm going to modify this further by see if I can take that plastic shroud off, or at least part of it, to get myself a little space, or cut that where I can get that right in, or maybe just track the belt over temporarily when I'm doing something like that and then track it back. Well, I've babbled along enough. That is this unit. It's what it is. Rabbit hole junkies, man. It's in the friggin' name.